everyone, and welcome back to Story Gaming for some more Realms of Arkania Start Rail. So that thing looks quite cool, right? And I think it is a trap. No, I know it is a trap, but I'm gonna walk over it anyways. The sign probably stands for the guard is here. I can walk over it. Now, spoiler alert, if I walk back, I'm getting teleported. And it's not pleasant. And I mean with unpleasant, I mean really unpleasant. So, we have another pedestal. And we have a treasure chest with a lot of spikes left and right. There's signs written on the chest. The first sign stands for there's money here, and the second one is danger. Alright. Let's see what money we get. We triggered a vicious trap. That's okay. But look at the reward. Look at the reward. Let's pick up all the loot. I hope I can sell that and get some money for this stuff at some point. I mean, my investment into this is ridiculous. I have, like what? 8, 15, 21, 48, 56. Yeah. So it's about 60 ducats, maybe 62. And that's all my money, like all of it. Okay, so this one I have to, hang on, did I save? Leave, let's save. Before I do that, let's save real quick. No. So we know that game, right? Because I still haven't figured it out. Couple of days, haven't figured it out yet. And believe me, I have spent more time in this dungeon than in any other dungeon in the past 10 years. It's ridiculous. And I think I mentioned that earlier. I like a riddle or a puzzle now and then. But this thing just consists of puzzles. And I think it's just too much. Yeah, I think it's just too much. You know, like 3 or 5, maybe 3 or 4 would have been okay. Maybe 5. But I don't know how many of these I solved, and you see that in the number of episodes, right? It's been like what, 6 episodes spending just solving riddles and stuff. So that was not it. And if you figure out these numbers, you probably need even more time. And I'm not even talking about the time I spent off camera figuring things out. I have pages upon pages of notes. Unbelievable. I've never invested. It is fun, don't get me wrong. But if I want to solve riddles, mainly, I play Myst or you know, some old text-based adventures like Maniac Mansion or something like that. I don't complain. It is still a fun game, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's totally worth buying. It is absolutely not as with the. Did I do 7? I did. I think I did 7. It's not like with Blade of Destiny. When it came out, it was all buggy and needed a complete revamp. So they absolutely did learn from the mistakes. So it's number 9. Let's take the item. And I am now having 4 of them. M. Whatever that means. We'll figure it out. I think it's only 4 in total. Although there was 9 on the wall, right? Well, let's see. Okay. What else? Okay, that is an interesting. So what's up here? Nothing. But look at the map. So if that riddle was active, this would probably be the way back. So I assume they deactivated that riddle. There was a lot of complaint about that. I saw in the boards there was a lot of people don't know how to do that, and I still don't know. Plus, it's deactivated now. But I think it's just establishing this particular way back. However, there's another door over there and something. So let's go down. Let's see what else we got. There is a sleeping room, which I cannot reach, apparently. Oh yeah, this one. Don't go down there. I figured that out off camera. It's a labyrinth. It's huge. And it contains multiple trigger plates, which change the ways. I don't go in there. It's not fun. I don't think it is fun. I don't enjoy this kind of stuff. So if you just go over the here. And you know what? I'm just gonna show you. So let's do a quick save. If we go over this right now, we are being teleported, and you see the door closes. I cannot open it from here because we stepped on this trigger plate. And then you have to kind of find your way through the various rooms and then you step on a plate and doors close and you have to go and find the next one, next trigger plate, open up your next way. And this place is huge. It is like this big and it contains so many plates. I have tried that for like 2 hours. Not fun. If you're the kind of guy who enjoys this, it's awesome, absolutely awesome, and it's well done. But I don't. So what I'm gonna do now is, because I don't think I have to go there, I will just go back. It's nothing I really do enjoy. So I'm not going to step on this. But how else will I go back? So I have found the Phextempel, I have plundered this chest. There's nothing up there, and there we can go down. You can actually go down into the labyrinth manually. Yeah, don't do that. So there's one room left, and it is this one. Let's do a quick save. Arbush can figure it out. So, in this room, and this is true, you discover the adjacent sign as you examine the picture. Trin thinks and finally says the sign probably stands for acting saintly is worth it. And that's actually key here. Okay? So remember, acting saintly. You're standing in front of him. Hang on, let's just go away. You're standing in front of a donation bowl of Fex, whose temple we are in here. Remember that. There are some ducats and some jewelry pieces inside. Do you pilfer the bowl? Don't do that. You get teleported to the dungeon. Leave it alone. You can tell that. Or make an offering yourself. All right. No! No! Good thing I saved. Good thing I saved. Oh boy. So that was someone couldn't hold their fingers together, right? That's okay. Let's make an offering ourselves. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind, if you want to act saintly, how much of your money do you have to give? And there is various answers around. You can give all of it, that'll certainly work. But what's the minimum that you need? And there is a number going around that says it is, what was that? 51 ducats. And that'll work for some people. 51 would totally work for me here. But what is saintly? And if you talk about churches in this particular background or in general, what you need to give usually is 10%. And I think that this is the answer. So 10% of 60 would be 6. Just to be sure, I'm going 7 to make it nice. You put your offering into the bowl, and you can hear a strange sound in the distance. What was that? Vindariel asks, and slowly reaches for a weapon.
Are we dawdlers?
No, we're not. And with that, let's go back. Oh, looky here. We are actually able to pass over the teleport plate. Hang on. And then through here. And through here. And through here. Because there's one door, one secret door that I was so far unable to open. It is this one. And now we are entering an area of the game that I have never been in before. Again. So how I usually do that. If I can't go any further, I end the episodes and, you know, I'm saying, we haven't done that. Then I play a little bit ahead, off camera, to figure things out. Then I restart the episode. We do it together. That's what we just did, right? I played until I found this door. That's what I did off camera. I didn't step through the door, so I have no idea what's coming next. You cannot move this without a matching key. That seems to be the case for a couple of things. So I have a couple of... like this one. I was not able to open this without a matching key. And now I have a door which I cannot open without a matching key. I wonder. That doesn't open. Maybe if I split the party? Let's see. So we leave Kaya there. No, that's also not it. Okay, that's fine. Let's just reunite the party again. So you can go... you can, but you shouldn't go there. What's that? Oh! Okay. The wall in front of you is completely made of marble, which gives the festive gives it a festive shrine. There's an epitaph displayed in large letters. If you can only enter if you know the value of the virtue. There are 4 different hollows in different heights worked into the wall, which are big enough for you to place something in them. What do you want to do? Okay, so I have 4 levels. And I can put 4 items in there. Okay, let's take a step back. So these are the... so... is it... I think it's these, because it's 4, right? What is that? K... E... So these stay for virtues? Let's read it again. You can only enter if you knew the value of the virtue. So these 4 are virtues. The question is which virtues? And how do you value them against each other? I think that's the next big question. Huh. Don't place anything right now. Gee, I have no idea what these virtues are. But if it's virtues and not... Fex does have certain core virtues that every cleric of him should have. But is it these? I have no clue, to be quite honest. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you very much. I assume that if I solve this correctly, a door will open here. That's like the only way I can do. Let's investigate these items quickly. So this is an armor 3 helmet with 0 encumbrance. That is an armor 1 helmet with 1 encumbrance. That's pretty awesome. So what you got? A 2/2 silver helmet? But encumbrance is not so important for Ulrich, right? So what do we do here? That is 3 and 2. And that is 1. I think I'm going to give this to Vindariel. She's an elf, she doesn't really care for Fex, but it's pretty good for her fighting, gives her more armor, and certainly makes her more durable in a fight. Plus, if I have these 2 items, the shield, which is armor 0. Oh, it's armor 0 though. Oh, but it enhances her parry value. So let's have a quick look. Yeah. So let's take that out. If I give her her weapon, she's going to attack 17 and parry 13, which is pretty cool. Oh, because she's relatively good at swords, right. And if I give her the fixed shield, then it should modify this by reducing to 15, 16. 15, 17 even. That is awesome. A parry value of 17? That is pretty good. Okay. So it is settled. Vindariel will be the master of these items. But
Standing up or what?
shut up. That doesn't solve my problem here. How about we just place all values at of virtues at the same height? Because I personally think that all of them should be equally high. Does it make sense for you? Well, that was not it. That was not it. Was it? Nope. Oh boy. As you get closer to the shrine, it slides back into the wall. Oh, hang on, that was it. And who acknowledged that every virtue is valuable and none of them is more important than the other. Thank you. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, there you go. So I just needed to take a step back and forth. There you go. And we found The next door. Oh, I'm so excited. Will I see more treasure? Huh. Or not? A secret door. Okay, not going through there just yet. There seems to be a graphical glitch. There's another chest. And I have no idea how to reach that room. Huh. It might only be for decorational purposes, though. Yeah. I think that's the case. I still would like to know what's in the chest. Okay, let's go through here. What is this? Do you want to use that? Oh, it's a high wall? Okay. Ooh, looky! Look what we got there. Looks like a breach in the wall, so you could theoretically... Hang on, don't I have... Hang on a second. I have a grappling hook. That's interesting. Okay, so I will keep that in mind, and I will come back to this. But first, let me explore a bit more. So what else? There is nothing. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You see that? Okay, let's go up. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, so you cannot move this without the matching key, and I don't have that key. Let's see if we can have an overview. So, that is the door I can't open. That is a breach that I want to go to. And there is all kinds of pillars and boards. And I certainly have to... Oh my god, you must be joking. Yeah, and it's not even working correctly. Yep, that's what you need to do. Oh, shoot. So... The climbing around was fun up to here, says Vendariel to herself actually. From now on, we have to jump. And we'll be sorry for everyone who doesn't jump far enough. Do you want to risk it? No, actually I don't. And you know why? I have a grappling hook. Screw you. I don't think I need to do this. Let's, because you know I have a grappling hook. Let's save. Do you want to use an item? Yes, please. I do. I have a grappling hook. I told you. So you probably have to, if you don't have the grappling hook, you probably have to do that. And you remember the dwarven pit when we were swimming in the water? And every now and then people would be dropping out. And so you get 4 splits in the party if someone falls down. Plus they get hurt. I totally circumvented that. And in the end, you probably have to climb up this rope. Come over here. Yeah. That's how it goes. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's warm. Probably too warm. There is a door. Oh, wait. You notice there are 3 handles sticking out in front of the door, which are each connected to a metal bolt behind the door. The door can be opened by pushing the handles into the right position. There are 9 marked positions each. Do you want to try? Yes, I do want to try. No, I don't want to do that just yet. So wait a second. I want to. So we have 3 bolts, 9 positions each. So it's 0, 0, 0. No, 1, 1, 1, 1 to 9, 9, 9. That's the possibilities I got. And I think I do have the solution. Yeah, I think this is it. To everyone only seeing numbers, you will soon understand. First you need a number. The rarest should be your choice. If you manage to connect them, you will find 3 numbers that will clearly show you which numbers are the secret code. Yeah, see, I have to find a 3-digit number. Yeah, I have to find a 3-digit number that gives me the secret code. And I think I know it. Can you see it? It takes a bit. You know what? I'm going to blend in at this position. Let me just write down the time code. I'm going to blend in a picture with the actual solution. Alright, so we are at 27 minutes, pretty much. So after this, I'm going to end the video anyways. And I will prepare and I will make sure that you get the right number. So let's close this. And the number is 912. That's it.
Are we toddlers?
And we're done. Alright, I will, at this point, you should see kind of a little picture, hopefully, in the video, or maybe it shows completely and overblends. I don't know about the effects and my capabilities of bringing in special effects into the videos. Anyway, let's move forward. The adjacent sign is unobtrusively attached to the door. The sign stands for office holder. Office holder is probably this guy. Hey, don't we know this, dude? There are 3 people standing in front of the statue. One of them is the young priest from the inn. You don't know the second one. Or the third, for that matter. The third one is that traitor Hensker. Oh, that's Hensker! Who's responsible for your being here. The man looks at you for a while and then sharply says,
"This is a temple, so please show your reverence."
Okay. Bounce the traitor off the walls. Bow in front of the statue, just wait. It's a temple. And Fex is nonetheless one of the 12 gods. So let's bow in front of the statue.
Well, I am guessing you want to know more about where Star Trail is. I can assure you, the sword is safe where it is.
It's an axe.
In the hands of Fex. And that's where it has been the entire time. The exact location is none of your business, but the place is in the middle of Auckland, and thus inaccessible to anyone. In a way, we are sorry that you had to take on such exertions. Especially since you are not even getting the reward our brother was talking about so hastily.
Aww.
Was nothing but some kind of test.
What?
No, not for you, but for our acolytes. You shouldn't be tested in any way. Or do you think fate is so unimaginative that it will test you twice through with something like the search for a weapon? Now to you, young friend. you were wide off the mark with the examination in historical inquiry. But because that was only a minor and both the practical building security as well as the motivation third parties deserves an award, we will cut you a break. So you passed, but the next time you need to inform yourself better, and you, brave warriors, can be sure of our thankfulness. However, I must ask you to leave our temple now, because the initiation rites are only for adepts.
Uh-huh. So
However,
the voice...
I must ask you to leave our temple now, because the initiation rites are only for adepts.
No, I'm not gonna draw my weapons. Quest is done. So the voiceover is kind of meh. But overall, it is fun. As for the artifacts, you can keep them. Right, so I'm glad I can keep those. It's a little bit of a reward. Plus, I found a buttload of jewelry that I'm probably gonna sell, right? I can't talk to this guy. I still haven't found the key. There seems to be... Oh! As you stand in front of the box with 11 times 11 squares, the High Votary says, the numbers will tell you how many treasures are in the respective row. If there is none, if straight or tilted, directly next to another one. It's like a Minesweeper? You can search until you find a treasure, or, if Vex allows, till all treasures are gone. We even gave you a little jump start. Alright, so there's one here. I see. You know what? I didn't want to do that. Ah! It's fine. I'm trying to do that off camera. I hope you had fun. I think we solved the actual Star Trail quest. And with that, the name-giving piece of the game. However, it's not over. The orcs are still an issue. We still haven't found Ingramuch. We have to go to the Bloody Mountains or whatever their name is. So there's still a lot to come. I hope you had fun. And if you did, that you tune in for the next episode in 2 days. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, I'm Stordir. Bye.